It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, it's a beautiful Friday morning. We welcome you back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3. And right now, it's time for our weekly tech roundup with our tech expert, Theunis van Rensburg. And of course, we look at some of the most interesting stories to break into the world of science this past week. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you, you too.
I see you got the memo correctly with the graphics, guys.
Does it work?
Can't see. All right. Let's talk a little bit about what Australia is doing right now. One would say they're a bit behind the race, behind Russia and America, but they are now plowing some funds into their own space agency.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of the first world powers around the world already have their space agencies, of course, and with NASA and the European Space Agency being at the forefront.
Yeah.
Obviously, China and India coming along the last couple of years. But Australia has said they're going to commit $50 million to start their own space agency. And the reason is they've got a lot of tech startups in Australia that are focused on space.
Okay.
And their thinking is it'll be good for the economy, it'll grow the industry as a whole. And of course, Australia has some of the most sublime weather to launch anything, satellites or other spacecraft from.
Wow. Okay, so we could be expecting to hear some feedback from an Australian Space Agency or station. One is, g'day mates, g'day, all's good here, all right. Got a terrible
Can't take
Australian
that
accent.
seriously.
No, never. Now, let's also talk about a 27-year-old UK inventor who has designed a type of biodegradable drinking bottle that could possibly help us fight the war against plastic.
Yeah, it's a very important one, and he focused his entire career basically on doing something like this.
Yeah.
And the bottle is made from biodegradable materials. It's all kind of plant-based, so it'll completely be degraded in about 3 weeks' time.
Wow.
From using. So whereas the lifespan of plastic, are years and years.
Yeah.
And we've got a very big issue in the oceans, the amount of plastic that is floating around and affecting not only wildlife but also the ocean itself.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is a great step forward, and if this is something that more people can take up and be more resilient with their plastic use, it's something that could change
When
the
will it
world
be
for the better.
available to the broader market spectrum? Is there any time?
It's coming soon, but he has his proof of concept works.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's a lot still need to go into that. And then also students at MIT who have developed a new method or type of sensor for an MRI scan that could reveal a deeper understanding of how the brain works. This is very interesting news.
It is very exciting news because there's still so much we don't understand about how the brain works.
Yes.
And this is a step in the right direction because it's a new type of MRI.
Okay.
So it looks at calcium ions in our brains.
Okay.
So the calcium is linked to what the behavior of the brain is. So whenever there's a firing in your brain, it's because of a calcium ion that's moving. And it's the first time we can track those ions throughout the brain, and hopefully it'll tell us a lot more about how the chemistry in the brain works, and we can stop many diseases and also just have a better understanding of the human mind.
Absolutely, and we've been struggling to understand ourselves for the longest time, so this is brilliant news. Well, thank you very much for bringing that to us. As always, much appreciated. And of course, if you're looking for more tech updates, you can go to our website, expressoshow.com. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend, buddy.
I will, you too.
Now, this is to all the moms out there. If you find yourself being very, very busy and having no time for yourself to do some exercise, then stay tuned, because Zoe just joined fitness fanatic Cindy Abrams to learn a bit more about exercises that you can do in the comfort of your very own home.